impetuosity. Welcome, listeners. All right. Welcome to everybody. Welcome to listeners that are near and far, rich and poor. But especially, I'd like to welcome those that are alive and dead. Most people don't know that the largest demographic of podcast listeners are ghosts. Ghosts? That's right. Because they have unfinished business. What is this unfinished business? Luckily, it is listening to podcasts. Because we all know that, we've heard about the wildfire of podcasts out there and how popular they are, but do you actually know anybody who actually listens to podcasts? This is not call and response. But just for the record, 1 out of 4 people raise their hands. So, ghosts, if you are listening out there, I hope that this helps you complete your unfinished business, that you will be able to move on to the next life and enjoy anything other than listening to podcasts. Maybe you can go get that sheet that you've been wearing for 70 or 80 years finally laundered up in a better place. Because that's all we really want for you here at Impetuosity, is for you to move to a better place. We love you, and goodbye. All right, welcome everybody to Impetuosity. My name is Christian Miller. I am the host. This is a show where I have a special guest and a free-form conversation with that special guest inspired by a random question. From there, me and some improviser pals, and sometimes the special guest stays, and I think that will be the case today, to do an improv story that is one continuous narrative rather than unconnected scenes. Hopefully all you new listeners are excited about this.
And ghosts.
And ghosts, yes. Well, they've all passed on now because I helped them complete their business.
Oh.
So no ghost listeners on this one.
Exactly.
Which
is why the numbers are so low.
Oh, that's why.
Oh.
Yes.
Come back, ghosts.
Yeah, we really should. You should have thought twice before
Do you
finishing
think
their business.
Heaven has a podcast app?
Probably. What would that podcast app be called? Or was Heaven? What's Heaven's podcast?
Hearvin.
Cloudcast.
Cloudcast. You don't have to have one.
Wait, I was trying
you just looked around like you saw a ghost.
I was trying to come up with a subword, but
That's all right.
I couldn't come up with any.
That's all right. Before we get started with our interview with our special guest, I would like to introduce my improviser pals that are going to be helping out with the narrative improv later on. So if you've been listening, you probably already know this name, but it is one of my colleagues in the Bronze Medalists improv theater group, part of the Third Place Theater, and his name is Mike Chen. Welcome, Mike.
Hey.
So, Mike, any ghosts? Have you seen any ghosts? Are you a ghost person?
Not till today.
You've never seen a ghost?
Not till today.
Okay.
Now it's going to be they don't have anything to do. The podcasting is over. What are they going to do? They're going to be in my place watching YouTube.
Yeah. All right. And also the other improviser pal that's sitting in with us today is Ben Hummel.
Heyo.
How about you?
I was going to do my Nick impression, but I'll save it for next time.
Any ghost stories? Any ghostly encounters for you?
I don't think so. I used to be really into those shows where they'd be like, oh, we all sat around a flashlight and asked questions, and then the flat light turns on. And then I saw like a debunking video that was like, oh, it's just physics. And ever since then, I've been a little disillusioned by ghosts. I would say I'm a non-believer. I think I'm in that category.
Yeah.
Physics.
Non-believer in physics, Mike?
Yeah, I'm a non-believer in physics. Most science.
Darn physics. Taking away all the fun from all the ghost believing.
All right. Well, welcome, Ben.
Thank
Good to
you.
have you here.
Honored to be back.
So now we're going to meet our special guest. And this person is also a co-founder of the Third Place Theater Company, LLC.
Very important.
Company.
BLT.
BLT. And also is doing a little acting. So stick around to hear about a potential event the event of the year that you should be attending. And that person is, and the one thing that I said to myself was, whatever you do before you start recording, make sure that you know how to pronounce Mads' last name.
Ziomek?
Ziomek.
Oh, wow.
Ziomek?
Yes, I'm glad I did not even try that. Ziomek, Mads. So please help me in welcoming Mads Ziomek.
Hello.
Yay.
How are you doing?
Good. Great.
Any ghosts, any ghostly encounters, ghostly beliefs?
Well, my partner very firmly believes in ghosts. I am more of a non-believer, but I do watch the ghost shows and I do get scared. So every time I watch the ghost shows, I believe a little more. And then when it's light out again, I no longer believe in ghosts.
A conditional believer.
Does Julian ever try and convince you of the ghosts being there?
I believe that they had an experience that cannot be explained. I do not disbelieve their experience, but I have not seen it firsthand.
We need to hear about it, right? Can you
Sure.
share it?
Yeah, is that?
Yeah, it was when they were young and they were visiting Amsterdam with their family. They were staying at this old hotel. The parents were in one room. Them and their two siblings were in another room. Their brother sits up and starts pointing over by the door and is like, "There's a man over there." And Julian, who's the oldest sibling, gets up and sees a sad-looking balding man over by the door. And he's just kind of hanging out. And they're like, "Oh, God, oh, no." So they grab their siblings, go to their parents' room, and they're like, And then their dad is like, "I don't care. I'll go sleep in that room."
And the dad went in there and did not see the sad balding
Did the
man.
dad just not believe them?
No, the dad just does not believe in ghosts. He's not that kind of guy.
Even after both kids ran in and were like, "Oh
All
my God,
three
we saw a
kids.
man." Oh, all three. We saw a man in our room. He was just like, probably not.
Well, I think he was like, "I will go be in there. If there is a man in there, I will do something about it." He's a military man. He was in the Navy. He was a fighter pilot. So he wasn't that scared of no ghosts.
Although, I guess now the whole thing is that all kinds of Air Force pilots and things have seen all of the, what are they called?
The
the
UFOs.
UAVs.
They call it the UAVs, the unexplained aerial vehicles.
Phenomenon.
Yeah.
We did great at that.
Wait, what is the V? We don't know.
Oh, it's a P.
Okay, UAP.
Unexplained
Okay.
aerial
A
phenomenon.
UAV is something that you use to spread seed on your lawn.
Are those are the UAPs like those lights that they see in the sky and stuff,
That
in
will
the triangle shape?
run away. That will fly away at Mach 29 or something like that.
Yeah.
That's impossible to.
I may have shared with y'all that one of my favorite YouTube rabbit holes is audio transcripts of air traffic control conversations between pilots and air traffic controllers.
Wow, you have an exciting life.
Yeah.
Hey, this is I
I'm
will
into
die on
this.
this hill. It is so interesting the stuff you hear because
I'm
it's all
into this.
recorded. You can hear anytime there's an accident, anytime there's anything out of the ordinary, or just anytime at all. You can tap in, you can get apps and listen in live, which I do sometimes because I'm a big nerd. But there's one that's a compilation of this one day over in Canada where all these jets were calling air traffic control, being like, "Hey, has anyone reported these lights? They're in a weird triangle shape. I've never seen anything like this in 20 years of flying." And the air traffic controllers are like, I guess we'll make a report of it. And then 9 more planes call in.
Oh, wow.
It was wild. Anyway, you can edit this. This is boring.
No, this is exciting. I mean, between ghosts and aliens, I mean, we might be changing the category of the podcast from comedy to
Paranormal.
yeah.
But the improv set is going to be all about accountancy and speech.
Yeah.
We'll balance it out.
Taxes.
None of this is going to be in there.
Okay, so in order to fit in with the format of the show, will need Mads Ziomek. God, I'm good. To give me a number between 1 and 200. Well, sorry, 1 and 199, because a certain former guest already took 200. And based on that, we will come up with that'll be a randomly selected question. As soon as I pull up the list of questions. All right, so number between 1 and 199. please.
I don't know about you all, but in improv and in life, I tend to just use the same number over and over again.
73?
16.
Oh, 16.
Ooh,
All right.
16.
Do you say that in the count to 20 game?
You know, I don't know if I do it in that one, but whenever I'm reaching for a number in a scene, it's always 16. You'll listen
to
for
know.
it now. You'll hear it.
Good to know.
It's a lot.
Okay, what do we have? Why are you so gleeful?
Yeah. Chris is
It's a
really
good one. It's a
happy
good one. 16 is
with
a
question
good
number
one.
16.
15.
Oh.
Which I shouldn't give this away, but
it's
no
really
one's going to
good.
remember this, and I'm going to, anyway, 15, literally, do you believe in ghosts?
That's the
Well,
one.
we already did that one.
Right, yeah, all right. So 16, again, these are open to interpretation, however you want to interpret this. Why would you never talk to your cousin again if you needed a reason?
I have 30 cousins.
Oh, wow. For
And
real?
I'm not close with any of them.
Wow.
Okay,
That's a
all
lot.
right.
So I don't know if I have an answer to this. I need to make up a guy.
Yeah.
I need to make up a cousin. So if I had a 31st cousin who I was close with, I feel like Scott. All right. I feel like Scott and I, maybe one time we went to summer camp together, and it was a really wonderful experience. But Scott wronged me. Maybe there was a camp-wide water gun fight. And I was the head of one team, and Scott was the head of the other team. And through the fight, he ruthlessly pursued me and betrayed my trust. And ever since then, I've no longer trusted Scott. And, maybe I'll see him at a family reunion, but I'm watching him.
So 30 cousins,
30 cousins.
and you're not close with any of them?
I grew up abroad,
Right,
and I saw
okay.
my cousins once every 3 years.
So it's not like there was like a huge
No.
falling out,
No.
brawl, battle.
Well,
Okay.
with Scott, there was.
Well,
Yeah,
I
with
mean, no. I
Scott.
mean,
Oh.
Scott, ne'er-do-well.
Scott.
So you grew up abroad, and I think we've talked a little bit about this before, but you went to an international school. Several international schools. Okay. And
You kept getting kicked out?
Yeah. No, we moved every 3 years.
Okay.
So I went to different
Because you got
schools.
kicked out.
Yes, definitely. I was a bad kid, not a high achiever who really wanted to be a teacher's pet.
And has there ever been a time that you wanted to get closer with your cousins?
Definitely. So I do have this one cousin who I always wanted to be close with her, which now I realize is because she's the only other gay cousin in the 30 cousins. And when I was a kid, and when we were visiting my mom's side of the family, who she is from, she wore this cool red bucket hat. This was the early aughts. And then I was like, I need a cool red bucket hat. So there are pictures of us. I'm like a foot shorter than her with my cool red bucket hat. She has her cool red bucket hat. So I really wanted to be like Renee.
Wait, you said early aughts as the red bucket hats were very in then? Is that a thing?
Don't you remember that?
Bucket hats generally were.
They were
I
in
think.
and then they went out and then they came in again.
Okay, maybe I just was out of the loop. Maybe.
I mean, you might have been too busy listening to air traffic control to realize what was in fashion
Very
and not.
possible.
Ben, get over here and check out these hats.
No.
No, I'm listening to this.
No,
air traffic
United
control.
791 is having a landing gear
It almost
issue.
cleared for approach.
But Ben, you gotta look at these hats.
So you had one cousin, and so are your parents close with their siblings, or
Yeah, they
so they're
are. They have
still, but-
sibling group chats and all of that. But I moved abroad when I was 3 weeks old. They
yeah,
had their
that'll do it.
whole youth to live with their siblings.
So the parents were close, but the cousins were not.
Yes.
Does your family ever get together for reunions? And what was the split? You said 30. That must mean you have both your parents have from big families.
Ish. My dad has 6 siblings, and all of those siblings have at least 2 kids. So that's a good portion of them. My mom has 3 siblings, and each of those has 2 of those have two kids, 3 kids each. So, this is a fair
And where are
few.
you in the
I'm mid
timeline
younger.
order? Mid younger.
Mid
okay.
younger. I'd probably be like number 25 out of
Okay.
30.
Because I actually have, on my dad's side, my dad had 5 sisters, and each of them had anywhere between 2 and maybe 5 or 6.
You know, if
so we
you
had
guys got
20
your
some.
cousins to listen to the podcast,
Maybe a lot more cousins.
Make up
yeah,
for the lost ghost
But we've
audience.
already established I'm not close with my cousins.
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. This is a reason to like
That's
reach
true.
out.
Yeah,
But maybe
flip
they'll
the-
be hurt by the fact I said I'm not close with any of them.
It's, I mean,
Renee will.
That's true.
Yeah.
Renee,
She'll
Renee
follow the
might
podcast.
listen.
Yeah.
Is there
Shout out to Renee.
psychology around birth order for being 25th out of 30 in the psych textbooks? What does that mean
It makes
about
you
you?
really, really, really cool.
Yeah, you're gay at good at improv.
yeah, there
That's
you
number
go.
25.
25. Yeah, that's it.
So I will say that if I needed a reason to never talk to my cousin again, I already have it.
Oh.
Are you listening, Jeremy?
I do. So I do have. So one of my dad's sisters has 2 sons. 2 sons, Jimmy, Joe, and Jeremy.
Wait,
Wow.
Jimmy Joe
Yes,
and Jeremy.
that's
I
always
got you.
confusing. I have 2 cousins, Jimmy, Joe, and Jeremy, and they're. Oh, okay, gotcha. I don't. It's not that I don't talk to this cousin because of this, but there was an incident because so all of my dad's family still lived in upstate New York, and we lived in Maryland. So we'd come up for Thanksgiving and maybe during the summer for like a few days. And so I don't really know many of them very well. But there is my dad's oldest sister, and my dad was the oldest, had 2 kids about the same time that my brother and I were born. And so Carl is the same age as my brother Bill. Kenny is the same age as me. And so we were the oldest 4 cousins. We would hang out whenever we would come up for holidays, for Thanksgiving and whatnot. And there was one Thanksgiving. This was probably 1983.
That's
Were red bucket hats in or out? I'm just trying to follow the cycle because apparently it's cyclical.
No bucket hat. Well, actually, there probably were lots of bucket hats, but they were where they originated, I think, on fishermen.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they were where they
with
belonged.
hooks in them,
Where they
yeah.
belonged. Yeah. Actually, I think I had like a blue bucket hat back in the 80s.
Yeah.
You were cool.
That I would wear to the beach. Yeah, it was like a beach hat.
So my grandparents lived in a small town, and they lived on a block where we would walk from my grandparents' house to the Stewarts, which
Oh yeah.
for the many listeners who are not in the eastern New York upstate area, the Stewarts is like a convenience store. And my cousin convinced me to distract the convenience store clerk while he took all of the quarters out of the March of Dimes.
Oh my god.
Was that Kenny?
That was Kenny.
Of course it was.
Kenny.
How did I know that was Kenny?
Yes. And
That rascal.
and then we like pooled it all together, and what was really popular at the time were these sticker books.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember sticker books?
Kinda,
Like,
yeah,
it
sure.
was like you'd get like a pack of baseball card kind of things, but instead of cards, it was stickers, and you'd fill the NFL sticker book with all of the different.
Right.
And so we come, prancing back to the communal Thanksgiving, carrying these sticker books and stickers, and we were so excited, and then both of our parents at the same time went, "Where did you get those?"
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that I broke like a twig. Like,
Oh, you were the rat.
we stole the money. Like,
were the
we were in
rat.
so much trouble. So if I had needed a reason, I could probably say that
'Cause he got you in trouble.
Kenny started my life of crime.
Now that we're 10 minutes in, I did think of a reason. I thought of a reason, but maybe it's more of a cousin not to talk to me. When I was maybe 8 or 9, I was at a lake with my Aunt Janet and her kids. And one of her kids, maybe number 26 in the line, Will, I think we were just playing. We were doing something, and he annoyed me. He pissed me off, and I bit him. At the time when I was 8, there were multiple biting incidents, and this was one of them. So, maybe me and Will on less speaking terms because of said bite.
Where did you bite him?
I think on the arm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we just went in like a shark.
Do you have all your adult teeth by 8?
No.
Was this a baby tooth bite?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
You went
She
to
they could have left one in the
That's what I was
in
going to
their
say. You
arm.
leave that one
Yeah.
right in there. It's still in there.
Still in there.
Tooth fairy.
Every Christmas it hurts.
Count?
Yeah. You got to put your arm under my pillow tonight.
I can tell when it's raining.
All right. Well, how about Mike, Ben? Any particularly horrifying cousin stories?
I was pretty close with my cousins. I was in a similar boat to you. I have 2 cousins who kind of roughly match the age of my sister and I, so the 4 of us, and we all lived in the same town growing up, so we were like siblings. And I don't know, I can't even think of a specific story. We all got into a lot of trouble and did a lot of crazy stuff. Recently, I'm still close with my cousin David. He's my best friend.
Oh, wow. That's so cool.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mike.
It's so great to be best friends
Yeah.
with your cousin.
We've
That's
gone
great.
we always have kind of gone in and out of being close. Like when we were young, we were close, but then when he went to college, we fell out of touch. Then partway through college, long story short, we were working together for a summer. We got really close again, kind of in and out. And right now we're on an in phase.
Oh, nice.
So a reason to not talk to him anymore. I can't think of any that aren't like
It's just
depressing.
another out phase, right? Like
That's
you
probably
start to-
the boring and true answer.
Yeah.
Is we would just kind of be in an out phase, and maybe that's okay.
What about betrayal?
Yeah. Fuck that guy.
Mike, any cousins?
I also have billions of cousins, right? Like the entire, I think, southeast coast of China is my family. I mean, literally. I went to a cemetery one time in Taiwan for one of my many, many, many uncles' funerals, and there was this cemetery, all these stones, and I noticed, I don't read Chinese or speak it, but I noticed on these gravestones, they all had this one set of characters all in the upper left-hand corner, and I was like, is that the trademark, or what is that? And my dad told me that was the ancestral village on the mainland. And so I have this fantasy that one of these days I'm going to go to that village, which probably by now is a city of like 10 or 15 million, and everybody's going to look like me. And I'm going to get like free drinks and food. So, yeah, I have a lot of cousins.
Yeah.
For real, not just the fantasy ones who live.
But none of your best friends, because you were very surprised when Ben said that.
Well, not best friends, but I know a lot of my cousins. I'm close with them. I've got cousins who are much, much older than me. Like my dad's family was so big that he never met his oldest brother. He was the youngest of 9.
Oh, wow.
And his oldest brother moved to Borneo when he was a kid to work. So I have cousins in Borneo.
Wow.
who probably have grandkids by now. Who
Yeah.
I've never met. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So I have cousins, I think, who are both ghosts and aliens. And,
Ghosts, aliens, criminals.
Yeah, all of it. All
Yeah.
of it. Yeah.
Cousins
So-
are cool because it's, for me at least growing up, it's like you have the familial connection without the sibling hatred.
Right.
You know, like I don't know. There's something cool about that.
Yeah.
I must say,
Not that I don't hate my sister; she's great, but we did hate each other when we were kids.
It's just natural.
Yeah.
yeah. And just one other, so just sort of waxing poetic on cousins generally, I will say that while Ken, led me to a life of crime, Carl, I put on a pedestal because he was really into BMX. And he had like the BMX bike with the pegs, and he would do tricks and everything.
Oh, that's
and,
pretty cool, though.
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, it was an interesting contrast where I was like, Kenny, and actually, and it's funny because Kenny has become like super straight laced, like would not even dream of stealing money from the March of Dimes anymore. I hope
Because of that
might be.
incident.
We were scared straight. So
Yeah.
anyway,
No, BMX is probably the coolest thing,
Right,
you
especially
could
in
possibly do.
1983.
Yeah, when
Oh
you're
my
like
God.
12, if you can do BMX tricks.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Air traffic controls. Pretty cool.
Pretty close. It's right up there.
I got a
that's
lot
a tough
of
one.
friends when I was 12. Let me tell you.
That's
Let
a
me
tough
list
one.
all of them. There was David.
All right. On that note, I think that's a good place to cut this short. And we're going to pause now. And when we come back, we're going to do a little improv for you.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah, Ben, what's going on?
I'm starting to get really frustrated that I can't keep track of all our cousins.
I know. There are days when I go to the bar and I'm trying to get a drink and have one of my cousins pay for me, and I'm like, "Oh, hey, Kenny," and he's like, "I'm Carl," and I'm like, "Oh,
I know, right?
yeah," and then I got to pay for my own drink. It's really frustrating.
My parents are upset with me. It's not that I don't care. They think I don't care about our family. I do care. I'm just not good with names, and we have so many cousins. I just need a
know.
better system for how to keep track of them.
What are we gonna do?
Has this ever happened to you? Well, lucky for you, we now have the CZIN cousin app. That's right. You can mark all of your cousins with barcodes and keep track of them. Every time you see one, you can scan it in. It will bring up their name, age, what crimes that they've assisted you in, and of course, what their favorite channel is on the ham radio air traffic control line.
Oh, hey, here's one of my cousins now.
Oh, hey there, Ben.
Oh, hey, I know your name, Kelly. I have it right here on my season tracker.
Oh, wow. I didn't know my data was in that thing.
Oh, yeah, I see everything you've done. I know about your biting.
You weren't supposed to know about that.
Well, with the season tracker. Season? CZIN?
You weren't supposed to know about that, Ben.
CZIN, cousin, as the name goes. Oh, look, here's another satisfied customer.
Oh, hey, Jeremy.
That's me.
Oh, buy me a drink.
Well, okay then. Here's $20.
Awesome.
Son, I'm so proud of you that you've finally learned the names of all of your family members. I can tell you're committed to this family.
Thanks,
Cousin,
Dad.
Cousin, spelled CZIN. Available in the App Store and the other one. And we're back. All right. Hope you enjoyed the ad and you will patronize that establishment, whatever it was. So now we're going to
We
get
don't
in.
actually know what the ads are. The sponsors come in after.
we have so many fighting over ad time on this show that it's hard to keep track of them. So it's whatever the producer puts in afterwards, whoever
like
that
a
is.
Casper mattress or something. I don't know.
We have such a great team.
All right, so we've gotten to the point of our show where we're going to do a narrative improv, which is, as I said, one continuous story rather than unconnected scenes. And in order to aid us in our storytelling, we have sound effects that move us about in time and space. So let's say that we want to move to the past, that we want to see how something came to be. We want to... And now I'm in the past. So we use this into the past sound effect, as Mike just demonstrated, but you can't stay in the past forever. Sometimes you need to move forward from the past into the future. So anytime that we move forward in time, whether that's coming back from the past or going into the far future, we will use that into the future sound effect. Finally, there is a sound effect that moves us about in space and not in time, and that is cut to, or meanwhile. So anytime you hear that sound, we are moving to another space in the same time period. Woof, now we're over there. Woof. And we're a dog, apparently. Woof. Woof. So whoosh, now we're over there. And if we need to get back to where we were before, there it is. All right. So that makes sense to everybody. Everybody understands.
Yes.
And just so that
Yes.
the listeners
Yes.
understand, these are buttons that anyone of our improvisers can push at any time.
And you can too at home.
With our new
Cousin
soundboard app.
Just
All
press
right.
on Kenny's face.
It's only $5 a month.
Yeah. All right. So in order to give us a place to start this improv, we need to have another random selection. So we're going to go back to our special guest, Mads Ziomek, and ask for a number between 1 and 200.
87.
Ooh.
Good number.
87
Big money.
is... Ooh, this is a pretty complex one. Let's see if we can remember all the pieces of this.
Okay.
All right. So number 87, the location for our improv is train station. So,
That's not complicated.
Oh, I don't know. It's too many moving parts for
right.
me.
So we're going to take you now to train station.
Tickets. Get your tickets here. All right. Get on the train. It'll be here in 5 minutes.
Hurry up, Mary. Come on. We're gonna be late. Come on.
All right, Felix, I'm coming. What's such a big hurry? We're just trying to get to the family reunion.
I know. But you know what my cousins are like. If we're late, we're never gonna hear the end of it.
Well, they're your cousins, not mine. I mean, I'm surprised you even want to go to the family reunion with all the bad blood between you and Stepper. Stepper
is a son of a gun.
I
is
know.
what I have to say.
I know.
But
He got you into all that trouble all that many years ago.
Stepper, what are we doing?
Yo,
Stepper, what?
don't ask questions. It's part of the process, okay?
Oh my God, I don't know about this. You just like, okay, what are we doing?
Okay, we just gotta wait here until the attendant's not looking, and then I want you to take all the quarters out of the dish.
I'm gonna do it? Like, why am I gonna do it? Why don't you do it? My arms are so short.
Yeah, you're nimble. I'm long and lanky. I draw attention.
Okay.
All right, ready? Look, he's looking away.
Okay.
Make your move.
Okay. Oh, God. Oh, God. Put some in your pockets. Go.
No, I don't want to be liable for this, man.
Okay, he's coming back.
Put him up.
Holy shit.
Officer, I was
Jesus.
trying to stop him.
That was the worst day of my life.
I know. It's again, I don't understand why you want to go hang out with these people. They get you in trouble. I mean, we did meet. It was lucky that you got sent up, though, because we did meet in that halfway house once you got out.
Yes, that was one of the best days of my life. But
What do you mean one of?
Well, I'm just, darling. You know, you're the light of my life. It's just, I promised.
Darling? What? We've been together for 10 years. You don't even remember my name?
Of course I do, sweetheart. I just, it's just like I'm so.
Felix? See, I say your name all the time.
Honey bun, I just, it's just my, like when the ghost of my father appeared to me and said, you have to go and hang out with your cousins, especially that Stepper prick. I was like, oh, okay, Dad, because we had such a tough relationship when he was alive. And now that he's like shown up in ghost form, I kind of feel like I kind of have to do some of these
And
things.
that's another thing. Why does he have to stay with us? I don't get it. Like, he's a ghost. He'd like be ethereal or something.
Well, he's obviously got some kind of mission. I don't know. Like, isn't that what they do? They come back because there's something unresolved. Anyway, look, we gotta get on
Anyway,
this
we
train.
shouldn't be having this entire argument right in front of the ticket
Yeah,
the ticket seller. Sorry about that. Can we get 2 tickets to Albuquerque?
2 tickets to Albuquerque. You are holding up the line, but here you are.
Ah, thank you so
$50,
much.
please.
I mean, we don't want to go, but I guess we better get there.
Wow. Oh, man. What a trip. Going all the way from Syracuse to Albuquerque on a train. That took a really long time.
Yeah, it did. My God, you couldn't even pay for a berth. We had to sit in those seats the entire time.
Oh, but man, this Airbnb that they got is really fantastic. It's, oh, hey, how you doing?
Felix, is that you? I haven't seen you since you were yay high.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, hey, great seeing you too, cousin. Hey.
Felix, that's Roger. You know Roger. You don't remember Roger's name either?
Roger. Yeah, hey, Roger. This is my darling wife.
Oh, hey, Roger.
Pleasure to meet you. I've heard so much about you from your Christmas cards.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I do have to write them because, Felix here, he's sort of stingy with all of the the happenings and goings-ons.
Don't I know it? I haven't heard from this guy since he was 6 years old.
6 years? It's been that long,
Been
for real?
that long, Felix.
Oh my God. And I mean,
Wait,
you look
this
exactly
isn't
the same.
This isn't the Roger that you had that famous chili cook-off with at 6 years old, is it?
And we're down to the final two from this very exciting chili cook-off. Let's meet our contestants. First up, we have Felix.
Hi, I'm making it's sort of a southwestern themed beanless chili with poblano.
And on the other side, we've got the rip-roaring Roger.
Yeah, I'm gonna crush this kid. He has no idea what's coming for him. I have a 3-meat chili with every chili I could put in it.
Sounds like a fierce contender. Now, cook-off contestants, are you ready to cook?
Ready!
Yeah, I'm ready.
That was so long ago. You know, I have to say to you, it was a good chili.
Yeah.
It was a good chili. I've changed my mind on meatless chilies.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, when you were 6, you were like a grown-up. I mean, it was really kind of amazing. I mean, you were like the most grown-up 6-year-old I'd ever met in my entire life, and I don't know, I guess I was just a little intimidated by you back then, but now, we're both sort of grown up, and maybe we can put that chili business behind us.
Oh, Felix, we can't spend all this time with Roger, because I think I see across the pond over there, I think that might be Stepper.
Hey, Stepper.
So, you came back.
Hey, how you doing, Stepper? This is my my darling wife.
Pleasure.
That's Stepper.
Yeah, I've heard all about you. I don't know that you're so good of an influence. I don't know that you should even be here.
You know what I say to that? I think Felix wouldn't be the man he is today had it not been for old Stepper over here. Wouldn't you agree, Felix?
Well,
Don't you think doing your time hardened you, made you a tough man?
Well, I am an incredibly tough man. It's true, and
Felix, can I see you over here for a minute? Felix, what are you doing? You were going to come here and you were going to get back at him for getting you in the jail all those years. Now you're just going back into all your old habits, and
It's
I can't stand to see it. I don't want to see you hurting, Felix.
there's just all these memories coming back, and I just keep thinking about my dad and what he kept saying to me. Oh,
Son.
Dad, is that you?
Yes, son. It is I, your father from beyond the grave.
Oh my! Wow, you look really good. I mean, you look a lot better than the last time I saw you. You yeah.
It's true, I got to choose my prime form for my afterlife, so I chose when I was 27 and had a full head of hair.
I was gonna say it looks fantastic, and that bucket hat that you put over it, it really suits you. It's nice.
I was in my prime in the 80s.
Hey,
Yeah.
Felix, who are you talking to up there?
It's just the ghost of my dad, sweetie.
Whoa. Ghost?
Yeah, nothing to worry about. Just talking to the reimagined animated form of my father who has some kind of message for me.
Okay.
Felix, I came here today to tell you that I'm so proud of you, particularly for your choice of partner. She's a wonderful, wonderful woman.
Oh yeah, like Muffin is just fantastic. She's really something. She's something.
She really is. And I know that I have unfinished business for you to complete.
Really? What is it you need me to do, Dad?
You remember your bastard cousin Stepper?
Yeah, of course I do. The bastard.
I need you to punch that guy in the face.
That's your unfinished business here on Earth is is me punching Stepper in the face?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, once that is complete, I will be able to leave this mortal coil and continue my life in heaven.
Well, that's so specific. Wow, okay. All right. Yeah, all right. All right, Dad. You look great, and I love the hat. It's just a lot of pressure, darling.
I mean, I don't want him staying with us this entire, like, for the rest of his afterlife and our regular life.
Well, the thing is, supposedly, once I finish this mission, then he can rest in the afterlife, and we can like change the guest room into the solarium that you wanted.
Well, that would be nice. All right.
Yeah.
Now let's go back over to where Stepper is.
So,
Hey, Stepper.
tell me how your time in prison has shaped you as a man.
Well, it is true. I learned a lot in prison. I mean, like, I learned to love listening to air traffic control. I spent a lot of time doing that every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday night.
Yeah, they have a program now where they train you to be air traffic controllers in prison. God help the rest of the skies.
Yeah, it's. I never would have. I don't think I ever would have gotten into that if it weren't for the thing. And also I have an amazing sticker book collection. So I can honestly thank you for that.
You've come to thank me.
Well,
You're welcome, Felix.
okay.
Well, I guess that's it for us. Just gonna head back over to the cocktail table and get a refill. Seems like you don't have anything else you need to say to me.
Well,
so
yeah. I'll talk to you later.
Felix, we need to talk again. Hold on. What's going on, darling?
What?
Come on, Felix. Like, I really want that solarium.
I know, but like, it's just when he's right there in front of me, it's just everything comes back, and it's like I'm 10 years old again, and the cops are bearing down on me. I just can't. I don't know what to do.
I think I might have a solution.
What?
Well, you know how you were such a good chili cooker when you were 6 years old?
Uh-huh.
Maybe your dad doesn't need you to punch him in the nose. He just needs you to beat him. Maybe you should challenge him to a chili cook-off.
Are you saying that instead of punching Stepper in the face, I punch him in the chili?
That's right. Oh, my goodness. See, you do understand me, even if you never remember my name.
Oh,
All right.
sweetheart, that's just okay. All right, let's set this competition up.
All right, here we go. Let's go back over there. But
Hey,
actually,
Roger.
I was going to finish saying something. We came back too quick. Hold on. We'll be right back, Steppa. Sorry.
I've been waiting here a really long time, actually.
Okay, Stepper, we'll be right
right
back.
back.
Okay, I just gotta talk. Yeah, what? What?
Oh, also, make sure that you get Roger on your team because he really has had 30
So we're
years
gonna
of
do
experience.
teams?
Yeah. Why
Okay.
not? Well, I mean, again, you're the one challenging him, so you can ask for
teams.
the rules.
All right, okay, let's
All
go
right,
back.
Here we
Okay,
go.
Okay. Hey, Roger.
Hey, Felix.
I just had like an amazing idea all by myself. I just like came up with this idea like I think all the just being around with the family, it just kind of gave me this. What if we had like a chili competition here with the family? What do you think about that?
You want to do that again?
Well, but I was
After
thinking
what happened?
I know, but I was thinking more like we could do.
Oh my god!
Oh my God!
Roger's-
Humanity!
Roger is absolutely decimating this poor kid! I don't even know how he's ever gonna continue!
No, I can't believe who can condone this type of craziness. No.
Well, thanks for bringing that up again, Roger. But that's why I wanted to talk to you about this because I was thinking if we do teams, how about me and you team up against, I don't know, maybe like somebody else and Stepper.
I think that might actually heal that wound that we've had.
Oh my god, he's shoving chili down his throat!
God!
Oh my god! This is absolutely disgusting! I've never seen anything like this in all my years of chili cooking.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. It would heal the chili wounds, and you and I could go back to being cousins. I mean, like, you know, like, that's the only reason we haven't hung out since we were 6. I mean, we got along so well from ages like 3, 4, and 5, and then after that, we just, you know, kind of grew apart.
Well, you grew apart and you went to jail at 10. Don't forget. Like,
Well,
there wasn't
was
a whole
that.
lot of time there.
There was
but
that. And then I got to be married to this plum blossom over here for the next however many years.
And I really wish I could have been there for you. I have to say that what I did that day is one of the biggest regrets of my life.
My nose!
Please make it stop.
My spleen! My
there is no
spleen!
God.
So, are you saying you will be my partner for this competition?
Of course.
Okay, hey, Stepper!
Hey, why the tone? I thought we were cool.
We are cool. We're so cool, in fact, that Roger and I challenge you and some other unnamed person, a cousin of ours probably, to a chili contest.
What about your lovely wife over here? I see she's...
I couldn't do that. But what about this other cousin over here? Hey, excuse me, Billy Bob Joe Jeremy John? That's one guy.
Yeah, what do you want?
Oh, hello. Nice to meet you, Stepper.
We're cousins. I mean,
Of course.
So, I mean, we barely... I did move out of the communal house that all of our family lives
the house
in.
of cousins.
Right. Pretty, like when I was 3 weeks old, but I'm still your cousin.
I apologize. There's just a lot of us to keep track of. You understand.
Yes.
I don't have any sort of, like, fancy organizing method for it yet. I've really got to get that figured out.
Okay.
Anyway.
Maybe someone should make an app for that.
But most importantly, how are your chili cooking skills these days?
You know, I've been doing nothing but cooking chili. That is my profession. That is my job. That is my calling.
So you think you could...
There's an entire subset of chili that is called the Billy Bob Joe Jeremy John.
Oh, I have your cookbook.
I would hoped you would.
Felix, they're bringing in a ringer.
I can't believe we've been related to this guy this entire time, and he's been so... I had no idea he was like a chili god.
Does he know? Does he know what happened to us 40 years ago?
I don't know. I don't know. Like, could anybody not know about that being in the world of chili?
Oh my God, what is this that I'm watching on the television set here? Oh my God, how is all that chili going into that small child? What is going on? You know what? I think I'm going to dedicate the rest of my life to making chili just to erase this terrible tragedy.
I don't know. Somehow I feel like it must all be connected.
It must be. It must be. Chili runs so deep in our family line.
Yeah.
Well...
So, to beat these guys, like, what are we going to do? What we got to come up with the best possible chili we can come up with.
I think we have to combine our two strengths. We need your bean vegetarian chili, and we need my 3 meat, 3 chili.
So 3 meats, 3 chilies,
3 beans.
3.
The triple threes.
Triple threes. Yeah.
Well, Stepper, what are you bringing to the table? I got my 29 and a half years of experience as a 3-star Michelin chili chef. And what exactly you bring to the table besides, you are rocking that bucket hat. I will say that. I mean, you look good.
Hey, it's not just that. I also got my winning smile.
Oh my goodness. Well, between my chili and your smile, there's no way we don't take this championship.
I have utter confidence in us. It runs in the family. We're not losing.
All right.
To our own family. I mean, I guess I could go either way, but I'm feeling pretty confident about our team.
Okay, I'm chop. Okay, get those beans in there. And so, okay,
All the beans.
All right. We got to keep the proportions perfect. 3 and 3 and
Well,
3.
Billy Bob, Jeremy Joe, looks like our part's finished. I think we're just kind of hanging out for the rest of the time, huh?
Oh, were you talking to me? I thought you were going to use my actual name, not Billy Bob Jeremy Joe. It's Billy Bob Joe Jeremy John. All right? And please refer to me as Mr. Billy Bob Joe Jeremy John, please.
Yes, sir, Mr. Billy Bob, Joe, Jeremy, John.
All right. Now, what was the question?
No question. I was just commenting on how we finished our part so early and how this is going to be such an easy sweep for us.
I think their team is fracturing.
Yeah, I can sense the
tension.
chili rumbles over there, and I think all we have to do is just keep our proportions.
Now, why'd you have to go and have
Three,
such a
three.
complicated name anyway? This is frustrating the hell out of me.
Oh, my name is frustrating?
Yes.
Stepper is not a frustrating name?
It's 2 syllables.
Right.
Remember it.
Yeah, I know, but your full name...
Don't use my full name in
Oh,
this context.
Oh, come on. It's not just Stepper.
Okay, cousins, Stepper and Billy Joe Job Bob Dub 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 Dub. Let's get ready for
That's
the competition.
Mr. Billy Bob Job Dub Dib Dab Da.
Okay, well, it's me, Mary Mildred Elizabeth Billy John, who's gonna come over, and I'm gonna be the judge of this here contest. So are you two gentlemen ready with your chili? What's the name of your chili?
This is a classic. We took it straight out of Mr. Billy Bob's cookbook here. It's
Billy
from-
Bob Joe Jeremy John.
Billy
Thank
Bob
you.
Joe Jeremy John's
It's my trademark and my copyright and my brand name, so I am
it's
required
very
by
important.
law to use the entire thing.
And also we got this TV crew here and everything because everybody's heard about this competition. What is the name of your chili?
Well, this is the down west southeast pork cattle bean chili with extra love.
Oh, we'll call it the extra love. And then over here we've got Roger and Felix and what have you all got?
Well, it's the triple 3 chili.
It's all threes.
It's all threes.
333.
333.
333.
Stepper, you didn't tell me they were making the 333 chili.
The 333. I didn't know they were making the 333. Why in the hell didn't you notice?
Well, I mean,
You've always been the more
333
observational one of the family.
The 333 is the holy grail of chilies.
I know it's the last one in your cookbook. It's entitled in the Holy Grail section. It's the only one.
I really probably should have made that one if I'm being honest right now. Why did I make
This
that
is
one
a huge
instead of
blunder
the
for our
extra
team.
love?
All right,
All
in the
right.
next stage of the competition, each of the competitors will eat the other competitor's chili. Let's exchange bowls.
Felix, I'd just like to say before we get in this stage of the competition, I'm sorry for what's about to happen. I'm sorry for the level of humiliation you're about to experience for the second time.
Thanks for that, Stepper. And here's your portion for you.
I can
Oh my!
taste the love.
It is. It's
I could taste the threes.
Triples.
Three of the
a lot of-
threes.
there's a lot of
My
love in
God.
this chili, plus
Well,
a lot of other stuff.
I don't even understand what's going on. Felix, come on, let's let's show what
What's going on, honey?
Well, you've got to be your dad's son. He only wanted you to fight Stepper so that you would challenge him to a chili cook-off and then mend this family. And I think you might just be doing that.
Well, Stepper and
Billy Bob, Joe, Jeremy, John. It's not that hard.
I just gotta say, and I think Roger would agree with me that this chili is just so full of love.
What the hell is going on here? I brought this entire TV crew because I wanted to relive the shame of 1978 when they had all of that terrible stuff happening to this little shit. But what's going on? Come on.
Actually,
I know.
Felix, could we get maybe like a big argument, maybe some expletives? You know, why don't you try having it out with your cousins? Maybe if you could just stir up some drama for us for this big screen.
You mean like if I just like walked up to Stepper and did something like this?
Like punch him in the face. Oh, that'd be great.
that would be
television
gold. Television gold.
That is television
gold.
gold.
Television gold.
Stepper, you know, Stepper. There's something I really need to.
Why are all the cameras here all of a sudden?
What's going on here?
There's something that like I've been wanting to do my entire life, and it's this. I'm gonna hug you.
Oh, the humanity. That is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
I think it was the love.
I love you, Stepper.
Felix, I think I might love you too. Why don't we put all this behind us?
I love you, Dad. Go rest in that chilly place up in heaven.
I knew he couldn't do it.
Husband. First of all, I don't know why that crazy family named you husband before you even got married, but anyway, now will you finally come and join me in heaven and stop trying to mend the entire family?
No. Felix didn't punch the guy. I'm staying down here listening to my podcasts for 10 more years.
Greg, it's God. You're really, you're welcome now. Your work is complete. You can come on up anytime.
It didn't fix the way I wanted it to. He was supposed to punch that guy in the face. I would have taken biting, but hugging? I didn't raise a kid like that.
Well, you didn't really raise him at all, did you? You kind of like went out for smokes, and then the next thing we know, you were dead.
What? This is new information for me up here. I need to reassess my decision on whether you're entered or not into heaven.
Gee, Stepper, this is like, I feel like all the weight of the world is just kind of like lifted off of me, you know? And this is some pretty, like when you put these two chilies together, oh my God, it's like 3 times the love.
The triple love chili.
You put those two together, and I got a brand new recipe for my cookbook.
Hey.
Here comes Billy Bob, Jeremy, Joe John, part 2.
It's not that hard.
And it all happened in impetuosity. Hey, we wrapped it up in a very nice way.
I'm
Look
pretty
at
sure it
that.
was Billy Bob Joe Jeremy John.
Ooh, you did it.
Jeremy, Joe, John, Joe, Jeremy, John. Anyway.
Billy, Bob, Joe, Jeremy, John. Oh, when
Yeah.
you slow down, you can do it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it actually rolls.
A lot of things morphed, like my accent.
Oh, I could not remember how honey sweetie pie muffin.
Yeah, so sweetie pie.
It was so long between the first and the last. Like I was her the entire first like 10 minutes.
Yeah. Did she have a name? Did we give her a name to begin with?
Are you kidding me?
No,
'Cause
I also
I
didn't
thought for
pick it up.
sure that I thought for sure that you were playing that game of.
I was playing that game because I could not remember her name.
No, she had.
Oh,
I don't think she ever had.
Okay,
a name.
okay.
But when you listen back, you're gonna see she had a name.
Oh, she did?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, I don't know. It'll be funny
I
to see.
thought you named her and you were testing Mike by being like dropping all these comments by like, oh yeah, don't know what my
Well, no, because I thought that when he said darling the first time, I thought he was gonna name me Darla, and so I was like, oh, not using my name, huh? So I'm pretty sure that she didn't have a name at first.
I liked all the different nicknames.
I know you can't
I
come
think
up with different
Honey
ones too.
Blossom was my favorite.
Oh my god.
Because I never can remember names. But it's okay. Will Hines said nobody can remember names.
Right.
So if that happens to Will Hines, then
Yeah.
it happens to me. It's fine.
Debrief. What'd you like?
How long was that?
30 minutes almost.
What, just the set?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, not. Well, that includes the the buttons and everything, which is probably 4 or 5 minutes.
I actually thought that might have been a shorter one.
No, that was probably the longest one we've done yet.
It did feel short.
Yeah, right.
It
See?
felt very short.
But
Because it
we
was
kept
so
coming up
good.
with ways
Maybe
to
we got
get the
enough
people interacting.
information from the beginning with our ghosts and our podcasts and our cousins.
Yeah.
Yeah, we said at the beginning we wanted to fit in a lot of content from the opener into the improv, and I feel like we did maybe even arguably too many things.
And a lot of names. I
Right,
mean,
yeah.
so
that we
many names.
remembered.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
was
mean, for
proud
the
I
most
remembered-
part. Like, apparently, I messed up my own name with the Billy Bob Joe Jeremy.
But that
Jeremy
was,
We
Joe,
all
but-
that
messed
was
up your
fun
name,
too.
though.
Yeah.
We had Felix, Roger, Stepper.
Yeah.
Good name.
Stepper? Where did
Good
that come
name.
I literally
You named
just
yourself.
went step.
Purr.
And we had husband.
That is one of my goals.
Husband
one
to
of my
husband.
general goals is to come up with non-standard names.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
Like
smart.
again, not the although I also named Roger. So 50 batting 500 maybe at best.
Because Stepper is an amazing name because I think it made your character. All of a sudden, it's like, who is Stepper?
Right.
This is Stepper.
And I know it's a podcast format, but I think the most beautiful part was whenever it was Stepper and Felix, you both got really serious and leaned in, and you could just see it. You could feel it in the room, the tension between these two.
Mike
gonna
does.
punch you in the nose.
Mike always does. Like he, even though it's a podcast, he does embody his person. He's like when he became Felix, he went really kind of low.
Like all hunched over.
Yeah.
I also do a lot of gesturing to people, which you probably can't see on the radio.
Maybe you can hear the thumps as we bump our microphones with our hands.
But yeah, it's very physical around here.
Yeah, I started doing some prop work, and I was like, they can't see me eating chili.
You can't see the props. There's no
Yeah, we're like
oxygen
handing each other
left.
bowls of chili. We're hugging each other.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful moment when Mike hugged his microphone.
I did
I was
actually.
I was so
great.
glad that we had a nice, beautiful moment to wrap it up.
I was going to shoot it.
And then we went to Dad going to hell, which was a great.
He was undecided.
Story. It was a great story element, but I was like, no, we can't end there. So,
It was
I'm
up
glad-
in the air about whether
Yeah,
it
no,
was going to be happening.
it was a
being
natural
assessed.
thing because otherwise we would have left the dad like completely.
Yeah, I loved your decision to stay on Earth because your business wasn't finished. I loved how everyone else decided it didn't need to be a punch; it just needed to be a chili cook-off. And then you were like, "Wait, what the hell?" That's not the answer.
I had expectations. They were not met.
Yeah.
It was my condition.
All right. Well, we should probably wrap this up, but so anything that anyone wants to promote?
Yeah. Well, as you all know, we are all part of the bronze medalists, one of Ithaca's premier improv troops. There are two troops who aren't
Well,
related.
there's two like performing troops. I think there's a little more than that.
And we are doing monthly shows. We have one next week that you probably can't see because I don't know when this is coming out, but we are doing improv on a boat.
On a boat.
On July 3rd.
Does this come out on Thursday?
Tomorrow's Thursday. I'm gonna actually try and get it wrapped up here in the next couple
Nice.
days. But
Well, maybe you can come to
So-
improv on a boat.
Improv on a boat.
come to improv on a boat.
If you
We
see a
will-
boat with a lot of people kind of like jumping off, that's the boat.
Who was it saying earlier today that we should bring a plank that's like exit if you don't want to see improv?
That would actually be really funny.
Yeah.
We will have another show in August, date TBD, on a Tuesday at Liquid State in Ithaca. And then if you want something to do in June and July, the wedding show is happening in Ithaca at the Cherry Arts and then at GIAC from June 28th through July 14th. It is
It's
an
super fun.
improvised, devised wedding where you get to be a wedding guest, and it's a whole lot of fun, and you get to drink and dance and eat and have a great time.
And Mads gets married.
Yeah.
I get married 7 times this summer.
Oh wow. Impressive. Anyone else? Anything? No ultimate frisbee.
Chili cook-off?
No chili
Chili cook-off
cook-offs.
time?
Yeah, come to my pickup ultimate frisbee game.
Oh wait, actually, seriously though, what is the YouTube channel that I can watch all these air traffic control videos?
Wait, that's free
promote that.
advertising
Yeah,
for
promote
that.
that.
The best one is called Live ATC. It's a great YouTube channel. They recreate the radar of where the planes were, and then they have subtitles for what they're saying because they talk so fast. They're like, United 747, check, ILS to the runway 27, right? And they have subtitles.
And it
they're
goes
all
on
very-
for like 4 hours, like each video.
No,
is
no,
like
they're all like 5 or 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
And each one
Oh,
is
yeah.
like a clickbaity title, like 747 can't land, has to go around, and it's like you listen to the clip, and all that happens is they're like, United 412, we're gonna go around. We didn't get a great approach, and they're like, all right, United 412, go around, and like that's the video.
Oh, you're really selling this too. But hey, everyone,
But you're like,
go
what's
to
going to
that,
happen?
Go to that YouTube channel, please.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm
Shout outs
actually
to
gonna
Live
go there,
ATC.
like,
They do good
Yeah.
stuff. There's a few others that I can't remember.
All
watching
right.
that
Let's
tonight.
wrap this thing up because I don't know if there's enough recording space on this thing.
Impetuosity.
All right.
Impetuosity.
Thank you all for listening. Please rate us on your various podcast apps. Send us a message, especially I don't know how you can do that on anything else, but if you listen on Spotify, there is a Q&A that says, "Hey, what'd you think?" please give us some responses. We'd love to hear from you. We have an Instagram account that is called Impetuosity Pod,
Nice.
as well as a Gmail account that is impetuositypod@gmail. So be in touch. If there's something that you want to, someone you want to suggest as a special guest, I'd love to hear from you. Otherwise, Impetuosity out.
Can I do it? I was in the wrong key.
You don't know what keys are.